Hey, what up, everybody? This is Stevie Breach coming to you as Rob Van Dam is like the hottest thing on the market right now since his little commercial ran on the Payback pay-per-view last night. I thought I would give you my story about meeting Rob Van Dam at the what was that called? BTW WrestleFest last month. It was held in the Bay Area. This is like their third annual one. They skipped last year for some reason, but this is honestly an event that I will make sure I go out of my way to make sure that I don't miss again. It was a ton of fun. Even the matches that were after. Rob Van Dam was a vendor guest that was brought in there by a local company. He wasn't part of the super ticket where you got to, well, I didn't get to meet guys like Shelton Benjamin, Terry Funk, Chris Masters, Bret Hart, Mickey James, Winter. The list goes on and on and on. Rob Van Dam just sort of, he showed up about an hour into the event. Since he wasn't one of the super ticket guys, his line was off to the side in one of the corners. Him and Piper had the longest line. I met a lot of people that just came to the event just to come in, meet those two guys who were vendor guests, and take off. They didn't care about meeting any of the super ticket guys. They just wanted to meet Van Dam. One of my buddy Mario's friends. Mario went to high school at the high school that this was held at in the high school gym. And so he's the one who took us there mostly because he knew where he was going and we didn't have to stare at a map the whole time. But he was meeting friends that he went to high school with. There was some people that they were going there just to meet Rob Van Dam. They were wearing their old school WB shirts, and Van Dam was a cool guy. He brought along his ECW television title. When I was waiting in line, I thought he had the world title, and I was like, what a big goof, because I couldn't believe that he would bring a title that he never even had. But once I got up there, I was talking to him about the title, and I noticed that it was a TV title, and he said that it was a gift that Bam Bam Bigelow gave him because Rob Van Dam passed on his belt to Rhino, and he never, got the belt back. I mean, when you think about the ECW television title, Rob Van Dam is the guy that you think of. When he was there, he never was the World Heavyweight Champion for the real ECW. It wasn't until the reincarnation that they branded him as the guy, and they put the title on him when he, how did he win that damn title? I don't even really remember how I think they just gave it to him, if I remember right. After he won the title from John Cena, the WWE title, I think they just gave him the ECW title as well. I could be wrong about that, but I think a lot of people forgot a lot about the WWE ECW stuff that they did back then. But Bam Bam Bigelow gave him the television title that he carries around with now. I know when people went and met him at the WrestleCon in New York and New Jersey's WrestleMania area. He had it with him there, so it's pretty cool, and it adds to the picture that you're taking with him, that you're holding the strap. I know the Briscoes let me hold their title when I met them in ROH. I believe Virgil carries around $1 million belt around with him everywhere he goes. You know, it's sort of like draw the kids in. He shows them the title. But Van Dam was one of the coolest guys I met. We talked about the title for a minute, like I said, and he was telling me about how Bam Bam gave it to him as a gift before he passed on. There was other stuff. I just warned him because we were in the beginning of the line. And I'm like, man, people all day long are going to be asking you, when are you coming back? And I just said I felt bad for you because a lot of people just don't understand that, you know, you can ask you that question all day long and nobody's gonna answer you. I remember sticking the boots to CJ Punk on here because he went and met Jericho at a signing, and he just walked up to him and he was basically just like, hey, when you come back to WWE, like, he's just gonna lay down, oh, I'm coming back, you know, in 2 weeks, it's gonna be a surprise, shh, don't tell nobody. Van Dam was honestly one of the coolest dudes. Everybody in line had a joke about him, you know, showing up high, but when you get close to him to the thing, he didn't smell high, he didn't look high, he just, was in a good place, and he was having fun with everybody, took a lot of pictures, made a lot of money that day. So Rob Van Dam, he signed my Unmatched Fury. I had to go dig it out so I can show you guys. I almost forgot to show you. He put the whole Rob Van Dam signature on there. If you go, see him at a show and you actually pay for his autograph, he gives you the whole deal. He can put 5-star on there for you. But if you meet him like at one of the TNA or WWE accesses and he has a long line, he only gives you that RVD, where like the R turns into a V and there's like a D, so it's basically just like, it looks like 2 letters at the end, but once you sort of look at it a little bit, you can sort of figure it out. But I was honestly glad that I met him. I started getting some of these signed. I think this is the 3rd Unmatched Fury that I have now signed. They look like they're pretty damn cool with the big old sort of shrine action figures and the big boxes. But that was my story meeting him. If he comes to your town, probably might not happen anytime soon with this WWE deal now. They say he's going to be working less dates and just working sporadically, which is probably good for him. He can make some money, not have to worry about the gruel of going on the road and working all those house shows everywhere. But if you do see him, he's one of those cool guys. It's definitely worth waiting in his line to meet him, because he's gonna leave you with an impression that you got your money's worth of meeting him. There's so many guys out there just sort of snake your money, take your picture, and you're on your way. And you're like, hey, I didn't really get anything special out of that. So that's what I got. Everybody have fun today. Peace out. Rob Van Dam.